Hello everyone, this is my old Kindle Paperwhite. This is the case it came with. Now I like this. It's a 6-inch device. It's easy, it's compact. I can hold it with one hand for some time, you know. It has a few dents and scratches here and there. I have read close to 150 books in 3 years of owning this, or 4 years of owning this. Now it's time to try something new, and I'm so happy that Amazon has come out with the Kindle Paperwhite, a new Kindle Paperwhite, which has a 6-inch screen and also yellow backlighting to prevent blue light. So let's unbox that for now and keep them side to side and see which is better on first impression. Stay tuned. Packing of the new device is very similar to Amazon's packing of other Kindle devices. Okay, first look now. Okay, so that's your device. Okay, definitely looks substantially bigger than the old one, which is interesting. Let's see what else it comes with. And we have a little cable at the bottom. I'm not going to take the cable out. However, just so you guys know, it's a USB-C. I have plenty of USB-C cables, so I'm going to put this one back. Alright, I'm just putting this back now. I've not even switched it on, and I can tell you I like it already. Why do I like it already? Because it's manageable, man, and it's much wider, I'm sure, but I don't think I'll be needing the case for this initially. Let's see if it has some juice. If I stack one on top of another, I think definitely I might miss the small form factor eventually after using this for a while. However, what's been happening recently is that whenever I read for 5 or 7 hours in a day, I do end up having some eye ache. I do wear glasses, and you know, I'll get a small ache on my eye and all that, and I don't like that, man. So I have to go to the audiobook. So for example, if I was reading The Great alone and I was 80% into the book, and then I had to read the audiobook because my eyes were aching. Okay, I like that it's speedy for sure. Anyways, let me set this up and come back to you guys. Cheers. I got my first Paperwhite in 2015, and then I got myself a Paperwhite 10th generation, I believe, in October 2018. So there you go. So I've had this particular device now for 3 years and 2 months. It's almost January. So the good news is that it came with 52% battery charged. I always appreciate that. I am super impressed by the fact that this took less than 5 minutes for me to set up and sign in. It's much speedier, it's easier to type on this, it's more responsive. I spent 14,000 rupees on this 8 GB, and the good news is that it has an adjustable inbuilt yellow light. Okay, so that'll definitely help when towards the evening hours. In fact, I would probably like to keep it on at all hours if I could. Now let's see how it works. This is a book I am presently reading, and the good news is you have a separate brightness meter as before, and then you have a warmth meter, and I think this is perfect. Now if I have the same book open on this device as well, as you can see, this is much bigger, much more fun to look at, more like a tablet, more like a mini tablet. This is not bad, don't get me wrong, this has served me very well, but recently I've become quite severe on myself with respect to blue light filters and all that. Even my iPhone and my MacBooks tend to have this technology. So let me tell you about a day not very long ago when so you can see it's pretty smooth, it's very seamless. and just on the basis of first impression alone, I'm very happy. This costs, I think, about 10,000 rupees now, and this costs about 14,000 rupees. Again, if you've never had a Kindle Paperwhite, and if you get this, you won't know what you were missing out on the future generations. If you already have the Kindle Paperwhite 10 and you're looking to upgrade because you read a lot, then definitely get the Paperwhite, the new one, the new Paperwhite. Don't get it if you're not facing the issue, and if you're okay, if you read just one book a month, I suggest you stick with a Paperwhite. But if you are an avid reader and you want to explore something new and you don't mind spending a little extra on a new machine, this is pretty good. I'm happy so far, and I'll have a long-term review, side-by-side comparison very soon. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye. So guys, I just want to give you some perspective. Now, this is the older Paperwhite, and I've just been reading on this for the past 20 minutes, and this is the newer one. Now, whichever Paperwhite you get, you are going to have a good time. I like that this is a compact Paperwhite, whereas this feels more like an iPad mini or a tablet of some sort, because it's much bigger. However, clearly the font and the spacing, everything on the new one is clearly much more appreciable. However, I'm not used to it yet. I'm reading an amazing book right now called The Cabin at the End of the World, and I intend to read a lot of books, but I'm just not willing to throw this away just yet, the old one. Maybe I want to keep it around so that I can do a faithful comparison between the two at the end of 3-4 books which I finished reading in December and January. And needless to say, like all Kindles, this has an excellent battery life. USB-C is of course a blessing, because these days it's easier to find a USB-C than the traditional micro USB. Although I do have access to micro USB, the good news is this hasn't been charged more than once and is still at 41%, but it could also be down to me not reading enough. I think you can easily finish 2 books on a single 100% charge, irrespective of how many days you want to take, even if you take a month.